Hello everyone, habari ya leo. Welcome again to the Swahili Edge, and if you've not subscribed, this is your chance to subscribe. Today we're gonna learn something very important and very practical that most of us, or not all of us, love. That is food and drinks. So we're gonna learn food and drinks in Kiswahili. If you're beginning your Swahili language journey or you're an A1 Swahili student, this video is made absolutely for you, 100% for you. So don't go anywhere, watch until the very end. I assure you by the end of the video, you'll be able to speak and to ask for foods in Swahili. Karibuni, and if you've not subscribed, subscribe now. Okay, let's start. So we're going to start slow and we're going to start with the fruits. We're going to start with delicious fruits. What is your favorite fruit? Okay, we may just learn the name of your favorite fruit in Swahili now. So let's begin. Fruits in Swahili are called matunda. Matunda. Say it with me. Yes, matunda. And if it's one fruit, then it's called tunda. Tunda. Yes, tunda. So, first off, tunda la kwanza, that means the first fruit is ndizi. Ndizi, which means banana. So, in Swahili, ndizi is very important simply because it's cheap, found almost everywhere in East Africa, and gives you the quickest energy boost. Very good for you if you're a student or just any other person. If you want a quick snack, grab a ndizi. Yes, you can grab a ndizi right now as we continue. Next up, we have mango. Mango in Swahili is called embe. Yes, embe. This one is special, and if ever you travel to East Africa, please do not forget to grab a fresh embe or even maembe, which means more than one, in one of the local markets, not necessarily Kenya, even Tanzania or Uganda. Let me know how you find the East African maembe. Next up, we have pineapple. And pineapple in Swahili is nanasi. Nanasi. Yes, 3 syllables, so very easy to remember. Nanasi. Next up, we have orange. Orange is chungwa. Chungwa. Yes, chungwa. And the apple is tufaha. Tufaha. Next, we have papaya, which in Swahili is called almost similar to English because it is pai pai. Pai pai. And after pai pai, one of Kenya's favorite, in fact, one of the most coveted fruits in Kenya is what is known in Swahili as parachichi or avocado. Simply avocado. This is, yes, you guess it's right, an avocado. One of Kenya's loved fruits, which is avocado. So let's do a quick recap. Repeat after me. Ndizi means banana. Embe means mango. So if there are two, we said mangoes. Nanasi is pineapple. Chungwa is orange. And tufaha, apple. Papaya is pai. And finally, parachichi or avocado is avocado. Excellent. You're doing amazing. Next up, we move to The food, the real food, or main food. In Swahili, the word for food is chakula. Chakula. So, and if there are more than one type of foods, then you can call vyakula. Vyakula. So, chakula means food. And when you want to say main food, then you say chakula kikuu. Yes. So, what is your chakula kikuu for the day? Let me know in your comment section. And don't worry, I'm gonna tell you how to say your chakula of the day in Swahili. So you write for me the kind of food you've eaten today in Swahili. So let's start. Rice. Rice is one of the most common Swahili foods, and it can be cooked in different varieties. So I'll give you 3 common varieties. Probably you've heard about them. One is the basic white rice known as wali. Wali. And then that is just white rice. And then we have spiced rice, one of the favorites called pilau. Pilau. Sorry about the chicken. Wow, we're in Africa. So yeah, pilau. And then we have another favorite again, spiced, usually accompanied by either beef or chicken, called biryani. Biryani. So under the rice, we have wali. Wali, yes. Then we have pilau. Pilau. Then we have biryani. Okay, so am I assuring you, if you're invited to any East African home, I am almost 100% sure you will find rice on that table, either wali, pilau, or biryani. So wali is almost every other place. Good. So let's move on to bread. Bread is mkate. Mkate. Easy, right? Move on to meat. Meat is nyama. Nyama. So the varieties will change depending on what kind of meat you're eating. So if you're eating beef, then you say nyama ya ng'ombe, because a cow is ng'ombe. If you're eating mutton, then you'd say nyama ya kondoo. If you're eating pork, then it would be nyama ya nguruwe. So nyama first, meat, and then the kind of meat you're eating. That's what you do. Okay, tell me know your favorite meat in the comment section. Unapenda nyama gani? That means what kind of meat do you like? Next up, we have fish, which is samaki. Samaki. Yes, samaki. And beans. Beans is one of, again, a staple in East Africa. This is called maharagwe. Yes, maharagwe. A little bit mouthful, but yes, with practice you can say it. Try it one more time. Maharagwe. Maharagwe. Yes. So the next one is vegetables. Yeah, for the vegetarians, I did not forget about you. So the vegetables are mboga. Mboga. That means vegetables. Short and sweet. Mboga. One of the most common vegetables is mchicha and sukuma wiki. Well, and then let's move on to eggs. Eggs is mayai. Mayai. So if it's one, it will be yai. Okay? Great for breakfast and great for students and anyone on a budget. And now, ugali. Ugali is one of the staple food in Kenya. In Tanzania, it is known as sima. So how do you say you're hungry? You'll say nina njaa. Nina njaa. This means I'm hungry. Say it with me. Nina njaa. And if you want to say you want to eat, you want to eat. This is how you'll say Ninataka kula. Ninataka kula. That means I want to eat. And then if you want to be specific about the kind of food you want to eat, then you say, Ninataka kula samaki na wali. I want to eat fish and rice. Samaki na wali. And if you want to say, you want to eat fish and rice for lunch, then you'd say, Ninataka kula samaki na wali kwa chamcha. Ninataka kula samaki na wali kwa chamcha. Good. So let's break down a bit. I'll take the sentence. Ninataka kula. Ninataka wali. Ninataka wali. So ninataka means I want. And then wali is rice. There's a magic word that you need to always have in your mind, that is tafadhali. When you're making requests, always add tafadhali, which means please. Which means please. So if you want, for example, to order food in a restaurant, then you'd say, Ninataka samaki na wali tafadhali. Ninataka samaki na wali tafadhali. Good. Let's move on to drinks. Now, drinks in Swahili they're called vinywaji. Vinywaji. If it's one, then you say kinywaji. Your body needs it, your brain needs it, and Swahili needs it. So let's go to the most common kinywaji, which is water or water, depending with your, okay, yes. So water is maji. Maji in Kiswahili. But the most common drink that you'll never miss in a Swahili home is chai. Chai. This is tea. So there's different kinds of teas. We have chai ya tangawizi, which is ginger tea, or chai ya iliki, and so on. So that is just chai. That is just chai. Or chai ya mkanda, which is black tea. That is tea. And then another one is kahawa. Kahawa means coffee. Kahawa. So if you want to say, I want coffee, then you say, Nataka kahawa. Then we have maziwa. Maziwa. This means milk. And then we have an easy one here. Juicy. Juicy. This means juice. Or sometimes you can just say sharubati. That is the original name. Juicy or sharubati. And then if you like them fizzy, then you'll not struggle here, because soda does not have any other Swahili name. Soda is just soda. Yes. Now, here are really useful phrases you can use when ordering for your drinks anywhere. So listen carefully. So you say, Ninataka chai tafadhali. Ninataka chai tafadhali. Or if you want, okay, that means I want tea, please. Or if you wanted coffee, then you'd say, Ninataka kahawa tafadhali. Ninataka kahawa tafadhali. That means I want coffee, please. And if somebody ever asks you what you want to drink, then say, Ninataka kunywa maji. And the question will come as this: Unataka kunywa nini? What do you want to drink? Then you say, Ninataka maji tafadhali. I want water, please. So thank you so much for being here. If you've not